Hi, my name's Jessica. What's your name?
My name's Emily.
You're a college student, yes?
Yes.
Okay, what year are you?
I am a junior.
Okay, so, Emily, do you feel in your experience that you know a lot about being a college student, having done it for so many years?
Yes. I don't know if it's good advice on my half, but I do know a lot about being it and how to survive so long.
That's good, that's good. Well, you don't have to worry too much about the advice. We're just here for life experiences. We're going to be talking about eating habits in college and how most of the time when students get to college, they really mess them up. First, did you eat on like a regular set schedule when you were in high school?
For the most part, yeah.
Was that just because like your parents sat down and said we're eating at this time and this time and you had to eat lunch at a certain time at school?
Well, I actually didn't eat the school lunches because they were gross. But, I ate breakfast and then I would eat a family dinner with family. But I'd always skip lunch, so it was just 2 meals a day for me.
But you had your parents there to say we're eating dinner at this time.
They tried, but that didn't always go as planned.
So that's pretty typical for most people, college freshmen included, is that high school you had somewhat of a set schedule. But then you get to college and then your parents are not there to make sure you eat your meals every day and you don't have school saying you have to eat at this time of day. So it's really easy for your eating schedule to just go out the window.
Absolutely.
Okay, so honesty hour in college as a college student, all 3 years included, do you eat on a regular basis?
Yes, but that's only because I have a friend that forces me out of my room to eat.
For me, during the week when I'm on campus, it's at least 2 meals a day. Unless I'm at work, then it's only 1 meal a day and then just like a snack before and during work on my break. So do you feel that having this, somewhat wishy-washy eating schedule negatively affects you?
No, because I keep my grades up, I still manage to have time with friends, and I'm completely healthy. I think I'm doing pretty well.
All right. So oftentimes, for most people, if they have an irregular eating schedule and if they go, really extreme with it, if they're that busy, they might experience some negative effects like gaining or losing a little weight or being fatigued and really stressed all the time. And those are just the mostly harmless side effects. If they let it go too much, then they can be at risk for getting sick or being seriously under or overweight. And on that note, side note, the rumored freshman 15 is real, but in my experience, it's mostly just muscle weight in your legs. And then maybe a little bit of extra weight from binging on ice cream every day, but you gotta. The ice cream machine is right there.
Well, see, my freshman year, I actually lost 30 pounds.
Nice. Is it because of all the walking?
I was going to go with the bad eating habits because I just didn't eat. So it's a give and take, but with the whole fatigue and stress, that's just a common occurrence in college. I don't think that really has to do with eating habits.
So you don't think it's like an exclusive relationship? You think you can get those side effects from other things?
Yeah, it's more of a correlation than causation.
Excellent point. So what do you think is a pretty good strategy for eating, during the day, making sure you eat?
When you set your schedule, allow at least an hour, preferably an hour and a half, around like the time that you want to eat, and don't do it around noon because that's when the cafe's going to be packed. Do it either at 11 because no one's going to be there, or at 1 because crowd's already going to have left. And actually sit down, eat, maybe work on some homework, or do what I did and find a friend who we term the mom friend, who will literally come and bang on your door at like 6 at night and be like, "Have you eaten today?" And it helps that she lives down the hall from me and takes that stuff seriously, or more serious than I do.
Very true, yeah. Honestly, depend on her most days to get out of bed before noon and go get something to eat before I have class. God bless the mom friend. So I have here a quote from Connie Diekman, who is a registered dietitian, the past president of the Academy of Nutrition and Dietetics, and the director of university nutrition at Washington University and St. Louis. And she gave this in an interview with Her Campus, which is a news source online for women. She said, "I recommend students eat within 1 hour of getting up, no matter what time that is, and then eat every 3 to 4 hours from that point on. This routine allows for flexibility of schedules and focuses on keeping the body fueled without being tied to breakfast, lunch, and dinner." Do you think that's a good strategy?
Yeah, because that follows more of the diet guideline of having, what is it? Is it 6 small meals a day instead of the 3 big ones?
Yes. As far as my experience goes, don't stress too much about getting the exercise to balance what you eat, because walking across campus is plenty of exercise on its own. It's just very important to eat something during the day. Doesn't have to be a full meal if you can't swing it, but eat something. Junk food is better than starving.
Especially before classes, because trust me, during a 2-hour lecture, if you're on an empty stomach, that headache that you're going to have will cause you not to focus on anything, and then your grades are going to drop, and it's just a hectic mess.
That's all the questions I had for you today. Thank you, Emily, for sitting down and talking with me about this.
Thank you for having me.